Every team has a goal, every team has a heartbeat. At Tusk basketball, it is to become the top dogs. Before the season began, before the wins and the wounds, we were already being shaped. The court remembers our footsteps. New stories stepped onto the floor. Strangers became brothers in sweat and silence, each carrying a past, each arriving with something to prove. Dust in the air, sweat on concrete, dreams echoing between iron and asphalt. When you come to Adenta, the game is a language spoken in sacrifice, translated through pain. This is our 2025 Accra Basketball League season story, where people became believers, where adversity became a stepping stone. We are Tusk basketball, not born, but assembled and forged in heat, sharpened by struggle, and built to endure. This is what happens when pressure leaves a mark. Forged by Tusk.
My name is Sedem, Senanu, 6'1" point guard of Tusk Foundation. As a player, individually, you should have goals, set towards the season. So when you achieve them, you feel good about yourself. One, as a player, get a lot of knowledge from our teammates, new teammates, and coaches. That was the main thing for me. Going into this season, I'm expecting a lot of fun, new challenges, obviously, bonding with the team, getting to know each other. But ultimately, I feel like we'll have a great season, because obviously we know what the goal is for the season, and I think we should be able to get to it. First of all, I started playing basketball around 2019. Shout out to Eric, by the way. He introduced me to Tusk. Tusk because one is more than basketball, is a whole family, is more than basketball, education, growing as a player, on and off the court, Yeah, I think that is why I joined. And it felt like home, So, yeah. I'd say the game against GRE. That was our first game. Obviously, coming into the game, we have new players. Previously on their team, they had bigger roles or less roles that they were doing in their team before. But once you're on this team, we'll ask a lot from you. So, chemistry and new coaches asking a lot from you or whatsoever. It was all in the mix, but we came up short in the end of that game. For the first half of the game, we're up, I think, most of the time. In the second half, the other team had momentum and kept punching. But that game really tested us as a team. That are we really built for what we set our eyes on? So yeah, I think that game was a real test for us. The biggest lesson so far is sticking together, because we had, some few challenges. The ultimate thing was being together, really helped us as a unit, because at the end of the day, we all have one goal. Sticking together will make it easy. Honestly, it's not a lot of pressure as people will make it seem. Why? Because I prepare for it as a player, ultimately, working out, doing all the little stuff, and knowing what the coach wants you to do at certain points in the game, doesn't really put so much pressure on you. Just having a clear mind that whatever happens, but it's in the best interest of the team. Do your job, and that's it.